Hello again. This is Joseph Azizalahov, the Oriental Carpet book author, continuing my series on Oriental carpets. Today I would like to discuss museum rugs. The reason I want to discuss rugs that are in museums is to help buyers to feel more confident in buying. I think, unfortunately, in America, Oriental rugs never really developed as much as they should have. There are many reasons for this unfortunate situation. I think a lot of it has to do with education. There has been insufficient education about Oriental carpets. The amount of time it takes to make carpets, very often years. The process from the shearing of the sheep and so on all the way down through the spinning, the teasing of the wool, the washing, the plying, the dyeing, and the construction, the knotting, the detail of the knots, the fineness of the knots. People don't know what a fine rug is. I mean, what does the knot count mean? They don't even know. I visited the Metropolitan Museum of Art a few days ago, and I saw the exhibit, the Islamic art, the new wing. And I want to recommend all people who visit New York to try to get to see that Islamic wing, which they put so much work into. It was quite an improvement on the earlier setup of the Islamic art section in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And they added some rugs. They've also improved the placement of the carpets, and they've enlarged it, and they have quite a few new acquisitions. So my theory is that one of the reasons that people have not been able to appreciate carpets is because of insufficient exhibition. I mean, insufficient viewing of exhibitions. We know there was an exhibition in America in the 19th century, which was very important for the development of a certain degree of increase of interest in carpets. These exhibitions are very important. And the reason is because a lot of Americans in particular, even in Europe, Europeans today, don't really know what carpets are, and they don't really know why they're valuable, or how can anything that you walk on be valuable. You stain it. How can an old rug be valuable? Things are spilled on it. Gets dog stains, sunlight, sun fading, you name it. It's susceptible to all different kinds of problems. So how can a person buy an old rug? Or even, why would anybody spend much money on a new rug? It's the same basic principle. It's fear and lack of knowledge. But I think one of the ways that people can become less fearful is to realize that rugs in museums are very, very valuable. And obviously this is a fact, because actually museums pay a lot of money for these rugs, and they're very costly. They're now in hundreds of thousands of dollars for these rugs, and even millions by now for many rugs. Millions of dollars for these rugs. So I'm going to show a few rugs in the hope that this will help people to get a little sensibility about carpets and why they should be valued more than they are in the United States and around the world. It is the world's greatest universal art form, and here are a few examples. Museum quality, museum level rugs. Prayer rug, Turkish, very opulent, another Turkish rug. Notice the detail. Years and years to make these rugs. You have to be master weavers. Also, the weaver has to be of a very high level of skill. Some of these rugs may have 4, 5, 6, 800, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 knots per square inch, if you could imagine. 3,000 knots per square inch, something of that order. Some of them from India in particular, but the knot counts are very high. show a few more from another source. One of my favorites, the Polonaise rug, so-called Polonaise rug, made for Polish princes, originally woven in Isfahan, roughly around the 16th century. I used to see these as a youth. It was really one of my favorites. Notice the abrage, or changes of value within individual dies. Rug has metallic thread in it. Extremely valuable. Over $1 million, I would imagine, by now. Part of the Article carpet, which is a very famous rug in England, and I believe in the Victoria and Albert Museum. There's a corner. A feast for the senses. Unbelievable detail and workmanship. Just one or two more and we'll close. Another very, very important piece. Hunting scene design. And another hunting scene design. So I think we'll close on that note, and again I hope everyone will visit their museums and just take a look at these carpets, and I think that will give much greater confidence in terms of buying your carpets, so you're sharing in the greater glory of the world's greatest art form. Thanks for watching.